Today, the story is Beauty and the Beast. This story is mainly for the children, but I hope you, an adult, can also enjoy it. Even when you don't enjoy it, you try to watch it because it can help your English, especially listening skill. It can also improve your pronunciation. Okay, let's get started. The name of the story is Beauty and the Beast. Probably some of you have watched this movie, this cartoon or whatever. I don't know. But I read this long back. And father is a businessman. He has three daughters and he doesn't have wife. Probably she died or she divorced him or something has happened. I don't know. When a man doesn't have wife anymore, he's a widower. On the other hand, when a woman is having no husband anymore, is a widow. The first two daughters are very much angry, spoiled kind of girls. On the other hand, the last daughter, Beauty, is a very kind-hearted girl. She loves her father, cares her father, and her thinking is different from her elder sisters. And the father loves Beauty very much. It happens if you have four brothers and three sisters and your parents are very old, very helpless. What happens? All the sons and daughters do not take care of their father when they need it. They don't take care of the mother when they need it. But two or three or one at least child, son or daughter may be very kind-hearted, maybe very loving, and takes care of her or their father or mother. So here we see Beauty was a very kind-hearted girl. She was a very pretty girl. Her other sisters are also pretty, so in one way they're similar. The first two daughters are beautiful, so is the last daughter. So they are similar in one field. They are equally beautiful, but in other respects, they are different from one another. The first two daughters are very selfish, and Beauty is selfless. The sisters are very cruel, unkind, but Beauty is very helpful, very generous, very good to her father. Her mentality is also very good. You'll understand in course of this story. Alright, one day the father announces that he has lost his business. Oh my god. And he says that he can't stay in the town any longer because it's very much, difficult to manage all the expenses living in the town. On the other hand, if he goes back to his village, builds a cottage, a hut, he can manage somehow, and he can also try for another business. Alright, so he had businesses, he had a lot of money. Now he lost his businesses, he doesn't have much money to afford the family. Alright, when he announces, oh, we can't stay here, I lost my businesses, I don't have any more money, so we must go back to village, we have to build a cottage. The first two daughters were very angry, they reacted seriously. They said, oh father, what are you talking about? We can't stay in a village. There is nothing in a village. No amenities, no electricity, no cinema halls, no fans, nothing, no television. Can you imagine? You're living in Dhaka, you have all these amenities, and you go to village and you find that there's nothing. But now the picture is different. Even when you're staying in a village, you have the fans, good road communications, radio, television, mobile phone, internet, everything is here. 1 year back, I was talking about internet, that there is no difference between America, Canada, and Dhaka city because the power of internet in America, in other countries, along with Bangladesh, the strength is very same. You can do whatever you want in America over telephone, over internet, and in Bangladesh you can do the same. Alright, the picture was different 1 year back. When you are in a village, you can't use internet. But now, internet is doing much better because phone is giving better services. Powerful internet if you have internet connection, if you buy data. Even data price is very low, very little. You can easily manage the expenses. 2 years back it was difficult. Alright, so the first tutors are very angry because they have to live in a village. They have to leave the city life. Alright, the last daughter was very happy. Oh father, it's very nice. Living in a village is much more enjoyable. Hey guys, who do you think living in a town is more interesting than living in a village? Probably most of you want to live in a village, but unfortunately you can't do it because of many reasons. You have schools, you have your parents' job here. There are so many other things. That's why you don't go back to the village. You stay in Dhaka city or abroad. Alright, so the father says there is no choice. We must go back to the village. No way, nothing to do because I don't have capacity, ability to bear the expenses. Okay, nothing to change, the alternative. So they came to a village, built a cottage, and they started living there. After some days, the father announces the second time, "Hey daughters, come here. I have something important to tell you. I am going out to try for another business. On my return, I'd like to try to bring something for you, each of you. What do you want me to bring for you can manage money?" The first daughter shouts immediately, "Oh, diamonds for me." Oh, the second daughter echoes the first daughter because they're very similar, they're followers. So the second daughter also shouts with her first sister, elder sister, echoes her sister. "Oh, pearls for me." Can you imagine? He's trying to get a job, get a business, trying to earn money, and on his return it's very good that he wants to bring something for each of them. But they should have understood that they should not given a great burden to their father because he can't manage that much money at the beginning. There may be later opportunities coming up. And the third daughter Beauty was so much kind and so much generous, and she tells, "Oh father, bring me some white roses for me." Oh, the father was very happy. Should be. So why don't you make your parents happy this way? Don't follow the first daughter, just follow the last daughter. Your parents will love you more than your brothers and sisters. Alright, the father started, and he has the horse, you know. He had a horse, he had money at the time. So he lost his businesses, but he still has got the money, got the horse. He hasn't left it, he hasn't sold it. He rides on the horseback, you know, one word horseback and two words horses back. You can either say horseback or you can say horses back. So he rode somewhere by the horse. After some days he was returning, and it was just the evening, it was in the nightfall. Unfortunately he lost his way. Where's the way? Oh, it was in the forest, he couldn't manage the way. So he tied the horse and was thinking for a while, what can be done? So you guys, can you say what we can do? Can we find a way? It's very difficult, it's towards the evening. So he thought that it could be a nice idea to get a shelter. So he tried to find a shelter. He thought if there was any house he could live for the night, at least he could be saved. And climbing on a tree, sleeping, it's not possible. It's not habituated. He's not a donkey. He's not a monkey. He's not a bird, how can he? And he is not an aboriginal. They cannot sleep in the tree before. Alright, so he tries to find a shelter. But hello guys, can you say how he can manage a shelter? It's going to be dark very soon. Within a very short time he has to manage one place to pass the night. Probably can't actually. If it is the day, he has to find out if there is any smoke. And as it is night, it's easy to find a light. So he tied the horse with a tree and went a little out in the forest and tried to look for any light. And later he found some light burning a little distance. And he thought, he hoped for a shelter. He came back to the horse, untied it and rode on it and tried to follow the light. The nearer he got, he found he was going to get a good shelter. And when he was very close to the shelter, he saw a very beautiful house. It was a two-story building. It was in such a place, yes, near the forest. The other places are quite into the wide horizon, quite open space, but still there was a house, and it is a two-story building. Even if you go to the village now, you'll find very rarely any two-story building like that. And three-story buildings absolutely rare still in 2017, 2017. Very soon, some place is going to be 2018. I welcome you to the New Year in advance. Yesterday was the Christmas Day, so I also wish you Merry Christmas when it was yesterday. Right, so the man followed and he got very close to the building and he found it was a fantastic building. It was like a palace. It is a palace-like building. So he tied the horse. Where did he tie the horse? Can you guess? Where is a horse kept at night? It's kept in a stable. He got a stable. He got the horse inside the stable, tied the horse with the rope, and he went inside the ground floor. You know, British people say ground floor, American people say first floor. And he tried to find anyone there he could ask for the shelter. No one was there. Is it good that he couldn't get a person there? Or is it bad? No, it was good because there may be an opportunity. So why don't he, he has now to go upstairs. He went upstairs on the first floor, American people call it second floor, and he searched people. Nobody was there. He was ravenously hungry, you understood. And he went to the dining room. He found a very beautiful table, and on it some food there. He sat on the chair and he started having that food because he found nobody there. It's nothing to worry about. He's very hungry as nobody's there, and as there's a very nice food, oh, why not eat it? So he sat on the chair and started eating. It was delicious, succulent, very tasty, very enjoyable. So he had the whole meal and he became very, very happy. Now he's out of hunger and now he wants to get asleep because he was tired, as he has the problem with his stomach. He went to the other room and he found there was a single bed, properly laid, beautiful. Oh, he flopped down on the bed. He dropped on the bed and he lied in the bed and he fell asleep. It can be two beds, it can be in the bed. In the bed is better. And he soon fell asleep, and it was sound sleep. He couldn't understand when the morning broke, the day broke. He woke up and he went to the toilet, washed everything, as he did. Then he went to the dining room and he found there was breakfast for only one person. He sat in the chair once again, had the breakfast. It was also very tasty, very enjoyable. So what do you guys think about this? He has a good bed, he has good food, everything is there. So how long can he stay there? Can he stay maybe a year or so? Or he will immediately leave the house? He will immediately leave the house because he has his three daughters. He doesn't love his first two daughters, but they're still his daughters. He has affection, he has interest, he wants to make his daughters happy, he wants to talk to them, he wants to see them. And he was especially very much anxious for his youngest daughter, Beauty by the name. He got downstairs, was going to the stable to get the horse untied, but before that he saw something. Can you see something there? That was very important to Beauty's father. Oh, he remembers Beauty. Beauty says, "Oh, father, white roses for me." So the father, as he found a beautiful garden of white roses in front of the house, he went and plucked some. And there came a roaring sound. Hey! There was this whirl of wind, whirl of smoke. It was terrible. A gigantic beast shouted at him, "Hey man, you are ungrateful. Whose bed did you sleep in? Whose food did you have? And now you stole my roses. You must die." Beauty's father starts shivering with fear. When it's very cold, you can shiver with cold. When you're very afraid, you can shiver with fear. So he was shaking his body with fear. Oh, little Beauty, little Beauty. So now the beast asked, "Why did you steal my roses?" And the father says, "Oh, my little Beauty, I love her very much. She wanted me to bring some white roses for her. So I saw your garden of white roses and I couldn't think of anything else. All right, you can escape death with one condition. You go home. Whatever you come across before you return, you must bring it to me and leave it to me for 2 months." Now Beauty's father is very much free from anxiety, fear. He's no more afraid. He thinks a dog he may meet, a cow can be, okay, whatever. It's silly, it's very simple. Whatever I meet, I'll bring it. Alright, he started with his horse. In the middle of the way, he remembered something. Wow, what can I do? No one will be there. My daughter Beauty must be waiting for me anxiously outside the gate. So I'm sure none but Beauty must be the first one I meet. Oh, he became very afraid and he slowed his pace, but still he started moving, going, thinking of something terrible going to happen in his life once again. So now he's very close to his house and he looked at the gate and he found something was standing at the gate. Oh my goodness. The outside one is the gate and the other gates are actually door, Devdat. When Parvati was trying to get a hold of Devdash, who was shouting outside the building, very sick, deadly, going to die. She started running. She crossed all the gates, all the doors, but the last gate she couldn't get out before she got out of the last gate. The gate was ordered to be closed. So the same thing happens here. Beauty's father couldn't look up because he found Beauty is there. What would happen? He must take Beauty to the beast for 2 months. How terrible it's going to be. He couldn't look up. He was slowly moving towards his house. Beauty ran to her father. Hey, father, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why don't you look him up? Why don't you look at me? What's wrong with me? Tell me. The father says, oh, something terrible going to happen. It's dangerous. I can't tell. Oh no, father, you must tell me. I have to listen so that I can try to help solve the problem. Beauty's father told everything, and he said that I promised that I must help whatever I need first to the beast of 2 months. Beauty immediately says, oh, once a promise is made, you must keep it. Once you have given a word, you must keep it. Okay, take me to the beast. Don't worry, nothing will happen to me. Alright, so Beauty was taken to the beast, and the beast was smiling. Something but he assured that, oh father, you go home. Don't worry, your daughter will be fine. After 2 months, come and get your daughter unharmed back home. What to do? The father left Beauty with the beast. Oh, after some days, Beauty found in the dream that her father was dying, starving, very weak, lying in the bed, almost dead. Serious, as she loves him very much, she became even more serious. She rushed to the beast. Hey beast, let me go. My father is so sick, he's going to die. Let me help my father get recovered. How can you be sure that your father is dead? Your father is about to die. Your father is very sick. How can you be sure? Beauty says, oh, I have seen it in my dream. Dream? How can you be sure that your dream is true? You can't guarantee that your dream is really what has happened to you. No, beast, I must go. I'm sure that my father is very sick because my sisters are very unkind. They will never take care of my daughter, my father. Alright? Okay, so take this mirror, go to your bedroom, keep it on the table, and wish to see whatever you want. And she wished to see her father through the mirror, and she saw the same thing, exactly what she had seen in the dream last night. She rushed to Beast again, and she told, hey, I saw my father is really sick, dying. I must go. Let me go. The Beast tells her, all right, we go. And Beauty starts running, and he tells her, oh, why don't you run? You don't need to run. You take this ring, go to your bed, keep it on the table, and wish to be the next morning wherever you want. She went in her room, she kept the ring on the table and wished to be in her room the next morning. She went to the bed, fell asleep. Next morning she woke up and she found herself in the room she's belonged to. And she rushed to her father's room, and she found the same thing. Her father was about to die, very sick, traumatic. Oh, she was traumatized, she was upset, she was very terrified. Hey, what's wrong with father? You're dying, you're very sick. Why are your daughters? Don't they take care of you? The father said, oh, they're very unkind, very cruel. They're not like you. They are selfish, they always think of themselves. They think of their happiness, nothing else. So maybe she started taking good care of her father, and so the father became alright. And now Beauty told her father, hey, let me go, I must go to Beast bag because I have to keep the promise. Alright. Then Beauty ran to the Beast, and In front of the house, Beauty was lying almost dead on the grass. Hey Beast, what's happened to you? What's wrong with you? Why are you lying outside very sick? Oh Beauty, you come? I'm so happy that you have come. Fantastic. Why? What's happened to you? He says, I haven't had any food since you left me. I'm very unhappy. Beauty, can I ask a question? Yes, you can. Do you like me? Yes, of course I do like you. Yes, I do like you. Understand? This is a stronger form of expression. Oh, do you love me? Yes, I of course love you. I definitely love you. I do love you. You're a very kind beast. You're a very good beast. You're very good to me. Do you wanna marry me? Oh no, I don't wanna marry you. I can't marry you. I can't marry a beast. How can I marry a beast? It's impossible. Whatever you tell me to do, I must do. I can do it for you, but I can't marry you. All right, then I'll starve to death unless and until you agree with me to marry me. I'll have no food till death. And because of no alternative, Beauty told, okay, I wanna marry you. Yeah, you wanna marry me? I'm so happy. You're a very good girl. Alright, so you hide your face with your hands. Beauty hid her face with her hands after some time. Beast told her to open, to leave her hands before the face. And Beauty saw a prince is sitting in front. There was no beast. Where is Beast? Where has Beast gone? Oh Beauty, I was the best. Actually, I was spelled into a beast by a witch. You know, W-I-D-C-H, witch. She spelled me into a beast. And the spell can only be broken with one condition. If I can manage a beautiful girl who agrees to marry me. As you're a beautiful girl, you wanted to marry me, you agreed with my marriage proposal. I have broken this spell. Okay, don't worry, I'll bring your father, your sisters, and I'll decorate everything, get ready properly, and then we'll get married. Okay, everything is done, the father was brought, the sisters were brought, all arrangements were made, and they married in a very, very grandiose way, frivolous way, dazzling way, and they lived happily ever after. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Hurry up, I'd be very happy. You can also give a thumbs up. You can have a comment, you can share. That would be very nice for me. Okay, thank you very much. See you until next time. Bye.